Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Beyond Technical. Now I know I've been gone for a few weeks, so let me first apologize for that. I wasn't intending on having that kind of a delay in the show, but long story short, what ended up happening was my computer broke, and that was the computer I was using for all the recording. And then I built a new one from scratch, and that one is not compatible with some drivers in terms of the audio. And long story short, technical boo-boo, it's taken a few weeks of effort to kind of put this back together. But I'm back. Hopefully everything's working right now, or else I'm going to have to redo everything. But it's been a couple weeks since I've had any updates for you guys, and my goal of the show is to kind of help you progress as I progress. So let me tell you what I've been up to. First off, in Street Fighter news, before I kind of get too much into what I've been doing, there's a tournament coming up, not this weekend, depending on when this video ends up going online, but the weekend after, the 24th of September, and I believe the 25th of September, is called T12, hosted by Toronto Top Tiers. And this is a big tournament. A lot of big name players are going to be there. So I'm going to go to that. My plans are to bring this camcorder and possibly to kind of talk to some of these top guys if they're willing to give me a few minutes of their time. So if you guys, as the fans who aren't going to be able to visit one of the major tournaments, have any questions or things you want to ask the main players or the big name players that are going to be there, please post them in the video comments. I'll see what I can do to interview these guys, maybe get some of these questions out there. Now, in terms of Street Fighter, let me tell you what I've been up to. I had a brutal day about a week ago. I went from about 2,100 player points down to about 1,000 in one sitting. I don't know what was wrong. I just brain farted. And then I just kind of took a break. I was like, all right, I'm taking a day off of Street Fighter. That's enough of this. And about 2 days later, I came back and I was like, all right, time to fix this. And I sat down and just won. I think I lost one game all the way back up to 2K. So that was kind of a good push for me. And in the process, I was trying to think of you guys and think of, what matches might be good to kind of showcase to use for some examples. And so I've got one here for you guys today that we're going to show you. And then I might just play a round or two or something like that and try and talk to you about what I've been up to. But in terms of improving my gameplay, let me tell you the steps I've taken recently. I've been getting a little better at the game. I'm starting to win consistently against some of the higher rated players, and especially the lower rated players don't really hold too much of a flame to me, except the odd time, someone will pull some cheesy strategy out or something that I'm not expecting. But I'm finding a lot more consistency in my play, and I think that's a really good thing because consistency is a lot better than getting the odd win against a 3K player. You want to be consistent as you improve, and that's how you can really tell your fundamentals are getting better if you're not losing, if your win ratio is getting higher or against better players or something like that. So I've been playing a lot and trying to just kind of boost myself up. Now the other thing I did is at least with Balrog, and this is very character specific. So here's what I suggest you do to kind of match what I've done. I've been practicing some combos. Now everybody, hopefully you've got your bread and butter down. If you're really new to the game, check out some of the other videos too, because as I'm getting a little better, it's probably going to get a little harder to follow. But the bread and butter combo for Balrog is light punch, light kick into headbutt. And so one of the harder combos for him to do is he has a bunch of different ways he can kind of pull this combo off. But an EX uppercut into light punch, light kick, headbutt. And that's one that's kind of been dodging me for a while. So I've been working on that. So I picked a combo and went, okay, I'm going to implement this into my gameplay. And as I've said before, I'm not a huge fan of the training mode. I tend to try something in training mode, and the second it works one or two times, I'm like, all right, good enough. Off I go to the internet, to go play some live matches and try and implement this. So you'll see, at least in the replay, I kind of pull this off once. He blocks the uppercut, but then I use it as a frame trap instead, because I just went for the combo since it was a close link regardless. And it kind of works. So you'll see that pop out once. I'm pretty happy about kind of adding some new stuff to my play. A lot of stuff I do in terms of meter building as well now, so that's kind of been a little bit of an improvement on my part. So keep your eye out for that kind of stuff when you're playing, just the little things, because I find it's better to just get good at something and then try and add to the game, as opposed to trying to jump in the game doing everything. I get a lot of criticism for telling people, to just relax and, maybe try this cheesy strategy and see if it works. And, yes, it's good and bad. Depends on the player. Sometimes my advice is fantastic because people like to learn like I do, where you take one piece at a time and you build that, build your tower of skill. And then there's other people who they like to just never ever get a bad habit ever. They just want to play like a champion from day one, and That's fantastic if you can do that. Personally, that is not my play style. I'm going to screw up. I'm going to make mistakes. I just want to play online and win. And once I hit a plateau and I stop winning, or I find a tier of player that's beating me, then I find out a way to adapt and change my play style to beat them. And I keep doing that as I climb the ladder. So my suggestion to you is to play with the level of comfort you're at and try and just add one piece at a time. I find that works really well for me, and it's worked for a couple of my friends who have kind of picked up Street Fighter and started playing as well. So without further ado, though, I've been talking a whole lot. I've been telling you a lot of stuff. So we've got a replay, so let's show you that. And then, as I said, I might maybe hop on and play a match or two or something like that. And a little bit rusty because I've been trying to fix this computer for a few days. I haven't been playing a lot, but we'll see what I can do. So let's watch the match. Alright, now this is a matchup I played online with Balrog, and the other thing too is once I started losing a few matches, I got kind of frustrated, and I did my little character jump, where I went, maybe I won't play Balrog, I'm going to play this guy, I'm going to play this guy, I'm going to play this guy. I find that's pretty typical for a lot of people. When you get frustrated, you just kind of want to switch characters because you feel like that might be a magic solution. It's not, but it feels good. So it loses you some points though, so you just don't worry too much about points online. So there I dropped a combo. I kind of like jumped up and away. That's usually when I'm trying to do the headbutt, but I don't have the full charge yet, or my timing's wrong, depending on what I do. Now with Ibuki, you've got to be careful because when she knocks you down, she keeps you down. Her wake up is insane. So here you go. That's what I'm talking about with the headbutt or the uppercut combo. And you see what I can turn that into. One little screw up, she opened herself up. She even blocked the uppercut, and there I've just pulled maybe 600 damage. And that turns a match around real quick if you can kind of combo into an ultra or something. So I use my uppercut to get myself out of there safely, and then I keep pushing her in the corner. Now the reason I picked this match is because this Ibuki is not too bad, honestly. She lands a lot of stuff. I mean, obviously I win the round, but the big reason I want to pick this one is because of the corner. It's a big piece of gameplay that I find a lot of players just give up. They get you in the corner, or they knock you down, and then they just kind of stand there and don't do a whole lot. And you'll see with this Ibuki, Balrog's a great character pushing in the corner, and when I get the opportunity to push her in the corner, I take full advantage of it. And that's why I win the round. I'm screwing up combos left, right, and center. So when I get her ass into the corner, I got to keep it there. So I pull off a nice safe jump. She tries to do a wake up, and it's kind of a mix-up game here because she has a couple options that can get her out. So she keeps trying to kind of mix me up or guess me up, and I just keep finding good ways to grab her, like my headbutt as she kind of dashed at me, catching her with combos, screwing up a lot of them, apparently. This wasn't a great match to show off. But the point still stands that, once you get them in the corner, you want to sit at a good, happy range. You kind of learn depending on your character. All my advice is character specific, but you just keep them there. You see how I'm just standing at like max range and with that low poke, so I can just keep her where I want. If she's not in the air, I can just tap that out whenever. It's a risky thing to do though because there's a lot of recovery on it. So if she jumps on me, I could get caught with it. But I kind of use that range and spacing to keep Ibuki in the corner, and when I get the opportunity, I screw it up a few times, but I go for combos to try and maximize my damage output. Because when you do open someone up, even just one light jab, you can turn that into a lot of damage. So practice that kind of stuff and try and prioritize when you can. But as I said, it's all one piece at a time. There is a magnitude of stuff. I've been playing for months now, and I don't know very much about this game at all. It's got, everybody that I talk to knows like all this random frame data. They know all the maximum punish combos. When you watch the best players play, you'll see that they almost always pull out the top damaging combo. Not just any combo they can, but if they land one little poke, they try and turn it into as much damage as possible, and that's obviously required to be the top player. But these guys have years and years and years of knowledge, and I got really drunk on the weekend and played some Street Fighter 2 down at a buddy's place, and I've never played that before, so that was kind of fun. And I realized how similar the characters have remained over the years. So a lot of people that have been playing for a really long time, don't try and jump on their level right away. It's okay to be new. It's a good thing. It's fun. Actually, I find things are a lot more fun when you're new because you can progress so quickly. Whereas when you get kind of higher tier, you don't move very quick, and it's really frustrating. But yeah, that's kind of my advice is don't always be too panicked about trying to know everything. Learn one thing at a time and learn it well. So with that being said, let's try and hop online. See if we can't either find someone who can embarrass me or vice versa. Yellow ping should be somewhat alright. Mr. McCaver, your match is being recorded. Alright, as I said, kind of rusty here. Let's see what we can do. Oh yeah, for those who haven't noticed, I bought Balrog's pimp suit. I think the costumes are a little bit ridiculously priced in Street Fighter, but just couldn't say no. Now, this is a Dalsim, which is actually kind of good for me because I never get to play Dalsim. Like, never. I know he's a rough kind of match for Balrog, or the last time I played he was, so. Either way, let's see how this goes. It's all about getting in. You get inside on Dalsim and you're good. Ooh, that is leg as crap, holy shit. I can feel the rustiness right now. Crap. Alright. So my plan is, while I'm playing this, is probably to shut up, but the plan is to try and pressure Dalsim as much as I can, try and get in close. Use Balrog's kind of turn punch and dash punches to cut in there as much as I can. Shit. The fireball still got me. And my timing was bad. Shit. Now if he screws up bad, I can ultra him here. Oh, see, I just dropped that combo again. As I said, I've been working on it, but it's not perfect yet. Hold it off that time. There we go. I don't really know what to say about that. As I said, I haven't played a lot of Dalsims, but there's a nice quick one for you guys. Yeah, I did my best to kind of push my way in there, and as I kept saying with combos, try and maximize your damage. If you land an EX uppercut, you want to try and go for poke poke headbutt, or poke poke uppercut, poke poke headbutt. Like you want to try and, you know, keep rolling that damage for your maximum output. Plus, when with Balrog at least, when you land your headbutt, you want to kind of go into an ultra. And I don't want to get too character specific in terms of advice for the game, because, you know, I play Balrog, but, you know, you might play Ryu, and I want the show to be applicable to everybody. So when you're playing your character, try and use whatever resources you can to figure out like the best combos. Or, you know, a really good damage punish, because most characters have one or two specific combos that you're going to want to use if the opportunity arises for it, you know, if you get that chance. So go with those when you have the opportunity, and in order to figure them out, because that's the hardest part, I think, is going online and even figuring out, well, what combo should I use. In order to figure them out, go online, look up one of the top players. There's a site called frame-advantage.com. You can use the video search tool to try and find a video of your character. And so look that up, and they have only top player videos on there. And when you do that, check out your character, find at least one or two videos. It doesn't matter if there's only one for, you know, your entire character. Watch that and see what they do, because I guarantee you in that match, they'll probably show you something that you don't know. Thanks for watching, guys. Remember, we've got a Facebook page, Beyond Technical, at Facebook. It will be in the comments or the description of the video. And remember, post your questions if you want me to try and interview somebody that is, you know, better at this game than I am. And I will do my best to try and get those across to them. Assuming they're good and relevant, I'm gonna scrap it if you want me to, you know, ask them about their testicles or something. And so yeah, follow us on Facebook, like the video, subscribe on YouTube. I'm gonna keep pumping these videos out for, you know, as long as you guys keep watching them. So, or, you know, until I get bored and wander off. So thanks. Beyond Technical. I'll see you guys next week, unless everything goes catastrophic again and explodes. But I'll keep you guys posted. So thanks for watching. Hope the advice helps. And remember, grab a combo, practice, practice, practice. See you guys next week.